So this is just a quick tutorial on how to batch edit your files in a way that lets you essentially edit in Photoshop and implement it into a video format for your combo videos. This lets you edit individual elements to give you further creative access and creative control over your combo videos. So this assumes that you already know how to use the Slippy green screen, Gecko code, and things of the sort. This can be used in a multitude of ways. Specifically, it's really strong with like Slippy camera and camera control, things like that. You can do a bunch of different things without having to individually mask and track everything, which could be a pain in the butt since it's all essentially automated. So what we're gonna do is just export to a PNG. I'm exporting in 4K just so I can have larger resolution clips. And basically what I'm going into clip images and which is a folder I made to put all of my individual images inside. So this will take a couple minutes to export, render at maximum depth, and now we just wait for it to export. So now it's done exporting, and basically we should have all of our images ready. So what you're gonna do is open up Photoshop, and then you go to your folder that has all the clip images. You'll see all of them for the whole video, and then you'll select the first image, drag it and drop it. And basically what you want to do is you can just make whatever adjustments you want right now, or at least plan it out, see what you want to do. So what I'm doing here is I'm just making a simple gradient map, using any color, purple, pink, whatever. I'm using pink here. And then basically this is kind of the sequence of what you're gonna do. So now we're gonna create a batch action. So what you want to do is you want to go to Window, and then you want to go to Actions. And basically what we're going to do here is we're going to create a new action in the bottom right. I'm just going to name it tutorial for this purpose. And then we're going to hit record, and it's going to record the actions that we do in Photoshop. So I'm doing the same thing, gradient map, and then I'm changing it to pink just because it's easy to see. And then this most important part, you want to go to File, and then you want to save as a copy. And then you want to save it as a PNG. It's very important you save it as a PNG, so you can still have the transparent background. I'm just changing the copy name so I can just have it all easily in one sequence. And then you press OK, and then yeah, you're good to go. You just press stop, and that's your little action. So then where you want to go is go to File, Automate, and then Batch. And then you will have your folder that you want to select. So here, I kind of fuck up and select graphical images, but this is your source folder of all of your images. So you want to go to Clip Image, and then you want to make sure that you have Suppress File Open Option dialogues and Suppress Color Profile Warnings. And then you want to go to your batch actions that you saved it to. And they have default actions where you start on. And then you want to go to batch actions. I have mine in default actions because I just didn't choose. And this is your destination folder. So this is where all your graphical images are going to go. And then basically you want to make sure override action save as command so you don't get the same thing over and over again. And then you just press OK. And then yeah, here you should see it's all just going to automate on its own. And it should be pretty much done after this point. You just wait till it's done. It should take about 10 minutes. You can even see going over into our file, you'll see all of the individual frames should be being made one by one. The time really just depends on how long your clip is in general. Okay, so now we have all of our images. So what we want to do is we just want to make a bin. I already made a bin, so now we just drag all of our images that we just made, drop them in, and it should take a little bit to import all the files. You have all 500 or so images to use and play with. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag and drop it, and then for some reason Premiere makes them 2 frames automatically, even if you set it to 1 frame. So you just want to highlight all of them, and then you want to go to speed and duration, and then set it to 1 frame. And make sure you have ripple edit checked. That's really, really important. So they all kind of close together. The gap closes together. You can have them all together. And you click OK, and then yeah, there's your clip. It's pretty much all done now. You can do whatever you want. What I like to do is I like to nest the sequence. So it's like this one large video clip file, and then you can go into the sequence later and edit everything specifically. And yeah, you're pretty much done. You can like have a bunch of different applications for this in multiple different ways. You can basically just like edit individual characters. You can change things graphically. You can go frame by frame, swap things out, just make things in layers, which I think is really strong. So you can work in a more layered manner. So you can work with a character overlay, a background overlay, and things like that. And now I'm just exporting in 1080p, H.264, whatever you feel like. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It just saves a lot of time, so you don't have to do things like frame by frame or whatever, or have to do like any complicated masking. And I think there's like a lot of like really cool, like powerful tools you can use with this. And yeah, that's pretty simple. I'm gonna show some clips at the end, just to show some examples of like things that I played around with initially, like very shortly. But I'm sure someone can come up with something really, really smart and make this into something really cool. Yeah, thank you.
Hey!